My bubble, if you want to look at it. Man, nigga, come there you go. Load it up. They pulled up yet, boy? I said, did it pull up yet?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
I'll be like at 5 yet.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
He is up there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Allen.
Oh.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Boy, the fucking Ravens went got unique and got away, bro. I'm dead.
2nd down and 17. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And
get away from him.
Lose yardage here back at the 8. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Apparently this defense has come to play. A sack and a run stuff behind the line on the first 2 plays.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at the 31-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up second down. And that throw behind his man, he missed it, incomplete.
You gotta make his receivers beat me today.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain. And it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson.
I should have probably nigga. Nah, I'm playing against
That's an excellent job
one on home ball.
Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's to his running back.
Damn, I almost had that bitch.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Dobbins running out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
From the 44, Jackson flush to his right. He's going deep, and this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown, 44 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
Yeah, nah, he Baltimore. I'm the Bills.
Lead at 7-0.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Bills nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
It might pop up, but I don't think it's going to. I don't know. I really don't know.
Take over first and 10 at their own.
Because sometimes it pop up with people who be broadcasting, like on play, like it'll show that it'll show on PlayStation, but it'll say it's showing on YouTube.
Changes here, if anything.
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing now is Allen. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore.
They get out there cover 3, nigga.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use some momentum to launch another one.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5.
Oh, you're cooking, Danny.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run.
I gotta put the other
do
nigga
what he
in.
just
That's what
did.
I gotta do.
Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver.
But on that play, there was a deep bone. I fucked around and seen that nigga was in cover 3. That bitch was a run play at first.
What happened there?
And he got into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And 6 at the 29-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They go play action with Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
A gain of 14.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quentin Jefferson able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
He got that shit, bitch.
Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in, and the Ravens have taken the lead.
Watch the second half adjustment.
Blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Make that nigga run.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Hey, Bubba, Antonio Brown to the fucking Buccaneers.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit.
That's going to help Brady tremendously.
They come up 1st and 2.
As long as he stayed in shape.
First down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle. No gain on the play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's caught by Beasley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Allen to Beasley. First down, Buffalo. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Who want to practice? Oh, you talking about who want to practice squad for the Ravens?
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll
he on for the Ravens.
We'll
Yeah.
have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley obviously the intended target.
Cool.
It'll be second down.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak.
They need a #1 receiver over there, man.
Severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season, and that's really just
You can play with people with potential all day. Shit, motherfucker ain't got the actual fucking knowledge.
With some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley, the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them. Injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I'm waiting. I'm trying to get close to the
tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe they get too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. That's going to be caught.
He missed the fucking call.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Escaping the pressure right. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going to run for it. It's
Fuck, he got that shit, man. And that bitch couldn't counter that bitch over this bitch.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Play action. Now Jackson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let him get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. To throw again. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
Fuck out me.
Well, this is taken in. It's
boy, this game right here so fucking hoes. I was there, bro.
20. And all the way in.
Well, look what number 53 did.
Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker now to add the point after.
No, that was my fault. Nah, I had 49. I had 49. That nigga didn't go up. That nigga wouldn't go all the way up because he's a fucking linebacker.
21. Bills 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision.
I ain't never seen nobody come back from man down 2 scores. Okay.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee.
It's a foot race. The 30. 10.
Bubba, look at the screen. Bubba, look at the screen. Look at that.
The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the line.
Damn, he missed it.
You know what else it does besides boost their confidence? It doesn't change your game plan in it. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within one score in striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you've worked out all week long.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers.
He trying to talk too much shit. Like it was fourth quarter and he was gonna win or something. Nigga, it's second quarter. And I stole before the half.
So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Oh,
caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a 4th and short conversion.
Man, nigga took that bitch. He barely fucking caught this shit. He ain't even go nowhere.
At the 48-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in game.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he'd been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Fucking ball, bitch.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Damn, I just did a fucking pick. 21-13.
Picked off at the 12.
Okay.
Look at the big man rumble. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
tripping, dog. I don't know why I threw that shit.
You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Fucking ball back, bitch. Stupid ass, nigga. That shit ain't fucking working, man.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, I am fucking good at this damn game, bro.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter.
I can put a fucking drive together, bro. Like, real shit, bro. I'll blow that bitch sometime, bro. I be forcing shit, bro, but when I sit back and control, it be chopped.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
One thing should open for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Eluding the pressure right.
Touchdown.
That's caught
Touchdown.
Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown there to make the grab. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, you sometimes just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receiver took advantage.
That shit, man. We on all that shit,
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Again, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Taron Johnson made the stop. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
That ain't even it. That nigga was talking shit like he was blowing me out of some shit. Hey, man.
Throw away. He's taken down.
You want to get some respect, nigga. He got me fucked up, nigga. What you mean?
Out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
After that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson to throw. That'll be complete.
Damn, he got this shit, bro. Good fucking
he'll
shit.
go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Throwing now is Jackson. A short throw.
That bitch got this shit, man.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They go back to the ground in Downs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown with time running out. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Ravens 28, Bills 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Keep on fast and
and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring? How much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Damn, he got hit, bro.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes.
That's what makes you want to run it back.
And with that, the ball game is over. But Charles, a 1-score game.
That was a good one right there.
Down to the end, we win. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
That was a good one right there. But that was fire. That was fire game right there. Tell the dude that was fire game right there.
Didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
I should have got on this shit earlier. I fucked myself.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EASports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.
Boys, dumb. You played that dude I played the other day? You played old dude that I played the other day? Yeah. I've been ready. I didn't know if he was singing, I was singing. I'm ready though. Yeah, I had something on, but I accept his. It don't matter. Nah, I ain't accepted yet. What do you say?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Buffalo Bills. Set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Me and Cameron, bro.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Roberts on the return. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He'll try and fire this downfield for Singletary.
I didn't think big damn. I tried it.
Picked off at the 36. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Jackson hit and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football.
Oh, extra downfield. Okay.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Again at 11 on it.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
Straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On second down, Singletary. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down now, Singletary. And he's able to get to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Operating from the red zone now. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. From the 10, 1st and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. from 10 yards out. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fielded in the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Flush to his right. He's going. It got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Singletary, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
13, Ravens 7.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
1st down, Buffalo.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Singletary. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 31. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
And that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly
The momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Allen, he lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He dropped it. Let's go. I'm here.
Incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here now, Roberts. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him stirring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Oh. Damn. You still burnt, I see.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle.
Yeah, that's it. 13-7.
What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun.
Oh, shit.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 34. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
19-7, bro.
6 yards away. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy.
Catch the ball, man. With the ball.
Pick up the first down.
Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot
never heard that song.
downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Bitch ass nigga.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep, and Hill will opt for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Raven Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 65 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
First down, Bills.
Operating from the gun, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Buffalo.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw, it's Allen. And he rifles one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Allen.
Oh, who the fuck was he throwing to?
It's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Brings up 2nd and
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
and less than a yard.
Oh, no, he was supposed to get... Oh, boy.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gutsy call turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
The 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 29, Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's got
this nigga caught that shit. Oh my God, how would they let him do that?
15 before they drop it. Ain't nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28
stop following
yards.
him,
And the drive keeps going. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Dobbins. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K.
Nah, he got a touchdown.
Second touchdown of the afternoon. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up.
Nah, not really.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Back now in Baltimore, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Justin Tucker is the kickoff for Baltimore.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Oh, shit.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run here with Singletary. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they...
Not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Calais Campbell on the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made.
And he can't get rid of it. He's
Damn, this shit.
Derek Wolfe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson now. They set up the screen for
So he can get that tackle.
He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
For a second,
Yeah, that's what happened. Alright,
screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
26-23.
He'll look to throw.
Damn, he got that shit. Oh, man, what?
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 42. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a first down. Jackson to throw. He goes underneath to Ingram. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Flush to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target.
Right, not having a fucking touchdown. Yeah, okay.
Throwing now is Jackson, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net. But they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
That nigga is lying.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Allen to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise.
I'm not on the phone.
Timeout on the field. Back to throw. Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
No!
Takes it all the way down.
Damn, Bubba almost scored, Bubba. I almost scored on his ass at the end of the game.
Whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
I almost scored.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now. The ones who are doing it best know they need to go down and attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins down right around the 25. A gain of 3, second down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the press. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
And they won.
To see him making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Yep.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had
Start giving up too much shit, that's on me.
Got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Garden. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Oh, okay. Good job. Oh no, I'm about to now.